Hi, my name is Matthew Pejkovic from Matt's Movie Reviews, and this is my review of It Follows. A creepy, stylish, and foreboding serving of horror cinema, It Follows acutely delves into the teenage angst felt in the realization that in a transition from adolescence to adulthood, the ticking clock of mortality becomes louder. Death is inevitable, and there is no escaping it. It Follows combines that philosophy with traditional scream queen tropes to make for a frightening horror movie that feels like a living nightmare in its portrayal of a sinister force in tenacious pursuit of its chosen victims. It Follows opens with a distraught teenage girl running away from something in the gruesome, startling aftermath of what happens when that something catches up with you. The story then shifts to Jay, played by Maika Monroe, a young college student from the middle-class suburbs of Detroit whose one-night stand leads to contracting a curse in the form of a supernatural force that will stop nothing to have its pound of flesh, if it catches up with you. Writer and director David Robert Mitchell does a great job in invoking the feeling of a surreal, supernatural force penetrating the real world, and thankfully does so without unnecessary exposition. Monroe, meanwhile, brings a likable naturalness to her role as an incredibly sympathetic figure caught in the tide of something large and sinister. We are invested in her survival, and like a great filmmaker should, Mitchell toys with our emotions throughout this high-stakes horror story. Sex, of course, plays a big role in horror, yet its depiction in It Follows isn't portrayed so much as a lustful act, but rather an affliction thrust upon a generation that will associate sex more with STDs than with love. Mitchell successfully balances the film's provocative themes with goosebump-inducing scares to create an effective minimalist horror film, all the while establishing himself as a master of the widescreen visual, expertly capturing his walking dread no matter which direction it comes from.
Thank you for watching the Matt's Movie Reviews channel. Please subscribe for more reviews, podcast interviews, and exclusive content.